So I'm about to do siding and trim on this gable end here, and I'm going to be using these Werner pump jacks to be able to safely work up there. But I have looked through YouTube and been unable to find any good videos on some problems. So I'm just going to go ahead and work through what I have with these. So first of all, I went ahead and set up this pole with a concrete base, and then the braces, that's not really how it should be set up. So that's going to be changed. But the top brace, as you can see, it goes straight at a 90-degree angle from the top of the 4x4, and it's at full length. However, even though this pole is actually the bottom base is kicked out a little bit, so it should have more space down here at the bottom than it does at the top. It still doesn't actually reach, and as I jack it up, it'll just get closer and closer to the wall and make it worse. So I'm gonna need to put spacers in between each of those braces. So I have my spacers right here. They're essentially just 4x4s with holes drilled into them so that the screws can reach. That's going to give me about 4 inches away from the wall, which is still going to be pretty close to the window. So I might end up having to put some more spacing in there to make it perfect. Now we're going to move this back until it's level again. Or straight up and down. Okay, as you can see, we got the blocking in place, and there's now a bit better gap here. So it should be able to clear the window without issue. These need to be the same width as two 2x4s screwed together, which is what this is designed for. And this post is slightly too big because we tried the pump jack on and it did not work. And something to note for putting these up and taking them down, it's very advisable to do so with a partner, because sometimes they're hard to wield while holding a drill standing on a ladder. So I've gone ahead and taken off 1/4 of an inch. So hopefully, only on one side, hopefully it will fit properly this time. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if this fits on here nicely. There we go. It slides up and down relatively easily, because before I had to hammer it on here, which is really dumb. I don't even know why I did that. Hey, kitty. Hey, what's up? It's always good to have an emotional support animal. Alright, here's the part where I actually put it on. So, all these pins are going to have cotter pins on them, but I've already taken them out. So, you start with the bottom pin, pull it out, slide it on there. There we go. And then the next pin, this weird twisty one, which is what grips the wood to be able to climb. And it has a little latch here. So since mine is broken, I was unable to get this piece in place, so hopefully it's not going to fall while I'm up there. Yeah, but that's unimportant. And then basically the top piece is just like the other ones. Maybe. Slide it in, make sure this roller's in place. And then that's literally it. So the operation can sometimes be a little tricky. Essentially you have a board here, which I haven't put in place yet. But step in here, it goes up pretty simply as long as your board is at the right place. But going down, you put your foot on this blue thing, and it tends to drop, so be aware of that. But then you should be able to just crank it down, and we're on the bottom again. I just cut myself on the corner of a piece of wood. So I've used 4 2x6s as my deck, and then went ahead and put a piece of plywood over the center, because when I stepped on one board at a time, it tended to bow quite a bit. So now the weight in the center, where it has the most risk of breaking, is going to be supported across all 4. So at this point I'm ready to jack it up.